What a night we expect it to be. We are live at the Brown, the Gypsy King.
This bout is scheduled for 8.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. You would not want to be hit by this guy. Trust me. Nice counter shot. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Whoa! Lights out! It's over! This fight is done! We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin's standing up to that shot.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Are you okay?
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stat boy so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal, so anything I set, I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. Enough liquor bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team, and I'll send man airborne like fly beat. Come like this as some sci-fi scene when I lace this magic on these type of beats. I don't want to hear no talk from a dweeb. You don't respect me if you don't pay my fees. If you don't respect me, then please let back out the way of this heat. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking.
It is nighttime, and we are live outside at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure.
The one and only, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man.
Just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
And with that, let's go into the ring. And the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, and iconic longtime world...
They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. What a unique environment as we get set for this high-energy showdown.
It's cooled down a little bit. The fighters will love that. We might see a high-tempo fight here.
Zorka Pat. Here we go for round one. They have no respect for each other's punching power. That hook just can't find the target. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They block that right hook. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than nothing.
Catch and shoot. The jab not finding its target. How about that time counter shot? That counter punch caught him clean. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be... Let's watch that again, replay from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far?
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible...
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? You're doing good, kid.
Sty. You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on, Smith.
The gaps will appear. You're thinking this...
There's the bell for round two. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Counter puncher's going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Just misses with that left uppercut. Nice job slipping that left uppercut. Good counter punching. Not sure why he's not using his reach advantage.
You've got to make your opponent fight your kind of fight. They've got to get into your kind of argument, your kind of dance.
Nice counter. So much firepower here. Nice counter shot. They miss with the jab. Beautiful counter punch. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next...
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They exchange punches. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The Brown Bomber in some trouble. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. Counter shot lands. Unlucky to miss with that jab. It's bombs away. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And
there's the bell to start round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These two were made for each other. He threw a punch and just got countered. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Missing with the hook. Nice counter shot. Punch, counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident, he's comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he throws you down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
That's it. Now breathe.
On to the 5th we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
No rest for the weary. Got him there. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
These punches coming from every angle. Nope, that jab not going to score. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Well, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. No secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I like it. I'm happy. Good man.
Anything. Go back and win the round, right?
On to the 6th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Good counter punch. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Couldn't land that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He missed with that jab. A perfect counter lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
It's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Good work at that.
Come on the end of that jab, and then just start gathering your pace. Win this round back.
Down the middle, you can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. And let him back into the...
And there's the bell for round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Perfect counter shot. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Jab does not score. And he scores with the counter. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. What a punch. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Great round. Now relax. Relax.
Basics. Just get your rhythm back and go again.
And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Holding nothing back here in the round. Those counter punches have to hurt. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Nice counter punch. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight.
Just wanna find and run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way. Give me a new day.
What class?
What a crisp, cool evening. We are live outside at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And it's Shawn Porter, weighed in at 147 pounds even. That's the welterweight maximum. He's got a reach of about 70 inches. And that's pretty good for someone who only stands 5'6" tall. And he'll be facing off against Fernando Vargas, 178 centimeters tall with a reach of 178 centimeters.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
And it's showtime. Shawn Porter, the two-time welterweight champion of the world, born in Ohio, but fighting out of Las Vegas, USA. It's Fernando El Feroz Vargas from Oxnard, California, a two-time light middleweight champion of the world.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Northeast Ohio, here is a welterweight champion of the world, Showtime, Shawn Porter. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the amateur grade from Oxnard, California, introducing the two-time world champion, El Feroz, Fernando Vargas.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
The fans are getting desperate. They want to get involved in this fight. And now the action's about to begin.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only... Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. They both want the knockout. Beautiful counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. Swing and a miss with that jab. Good counter punch. Nice breeze in the air, and this has to feel so foreign to these fighters, Johnny, as they box outside.
It's been a long, long day, Todd. They've been drinking, they've been at the sun, they've been having a good time. But this is what they've been waiting for. This crowd can be very unpredictable, and by the sense of it, it's nighttime now. They're waiting for the...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Shawn Porter just got rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got...
I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five. Company.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Fernando Vargas in that last round. Well, this is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. Here we go for round two. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
That counter punch caught him clean. He misses with that jab. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Come on.
On to the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The courage on display here is incredible. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The perfect counter lands. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Beautiful counter punch. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Has to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Miss with that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell sometime.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Straight right just misses. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he scores with the counter. Nice counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well done with that counter shot. There's a counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two.
And there's the bell for round 5. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How about that time counter shot? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Can't score with that jab. Tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
So much firepower here. No rest for the weary. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Let's start the 6th. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
That counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Uh-oh, Porter is on wobbly legs. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes up to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. The jab doesn't quite connect. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Fernando Vargas in that last round. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped. And there's the bell for round 7. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Perfect counter shot. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
There goes Sean Porter. Let's see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five. Then you continue.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Punch, counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Those counter punches have to hurt. One punch could change everything in this battle. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Sean Porter in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though.
And we enter the 8th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store
what are you
for
trying
us.
to get?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down
So what are you
like
trying
that
to get?
round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So
Say it again.
you watch what's going to happen.
If
he
you
does
gonna
that,
send me a
I'm
picture
very
what you trying to get, I
surprised.
can give you a price on it and we go from there.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters.
Okay, I'll try to give you a price so you know we gotta be on something. Where you want to put them at?
It's always fascinating
Where
to
you wanna
watch
put
two
it at?
good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you're thinking, you just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Say again.
Catch and shoot.
Okay,
Nice exchanges
on the
from
hip
both
it
men
costs a
in
little
this
more.
round.
On the arm, depending on the size, I might can do it to the top limit. The top limit is $50, but on the hip it's probably about $80.
Out of the way, that right hook.
The back, also I could probably do it for like shot limit. It's depending on the size.
Nope, that hook won't score. Nice counter.
Okay, you want to do it?
And he fails to score with that left hook.
Okay,
Starting to
It'll
take
take
some
me
deep
probably about
breaths
at
now, but
least
still
about
fighting
15
hard.
to 20 minutes to get back to the shop. Is that cool with you?
This
Okay.
round could go either
I'll
way.
send you
10 seconds to
the
go.
location right above Taco Cal. Alright.
Let's talk about Sean Porter in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
It's when you talk about champions.
And there's the bell for round 9. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
He threw a punch and just got countered. They exchange punches. Missing with the left uppercut. Nice counter punch. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I need to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You all right?
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Sean Porter in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then...
He's going to be confident. You've got to take that confidence.
This is the 10th. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum? I can't believe it. They are giving up. So they will throw in the towel. The corner has stopped it. They won't be happy about that, but c'est la vie.